I didn't say WALL-E would be the only Pixar world on this list, did I? While I'd really love to see a WALL-E world happen, how about a Pixar movie that arguably deserves it more? And The Incredibles has much more potential for a Kingdom Hearts world than WALL-E. I imagine they'd make Sora and friends superheroes to match the world. And that just makes me wonder what kind of powers everyone would have. Would Donald and Sora's magic be disabled and replaced with superpowers? What about Goofy? Imagine if they gave him some sort of Hulk-out power. How funny would that be? Maybe Sora could be more like Batman, not having powers and instead relying on weapons. The story would again be pretty simple. It'd probably take place closer to the end of the movie, but I can see it taking place entirely on the island. Syndrome would probably be using the Heartless and fusing them with his technology to create the ultimate weapons. A perfect combination of monster and machine. For boss fights, there'd at least be one against the Omnidroid, and there's so many potential ways the fight could go. And maybe there'd be one against Syndrome, but they never really fought him in the movie. If anything, it'd just be him spamming that overpowered freeze beam of his over and 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 I'd be fine if we just fought the Omnidroid. While I adore the movie, one of my biggest gripes with Zootopia is that we didn't get to see that much of Zootopia itself. But if they were to put it in a Kingdom Hearts game, that would be enough to satisfy me. The story for the world would probably be that not only are the predators disappearing, but Heartless are appearing all over as well. Judy would take it upon herself to find the predators and stop the Heartless, and of course Sora would want to help. From here, it would probably just follow the plot of the movie, only a more abridged version and just throw a few Heartless in there. As for costumes, I'm fearing Sora would be the only one to change at all, but maybe Donald and Goofy would change into more realistic looking versions of themselves. I'd be up for that. If they did this, it would be combining the magic of Kingdom Hearts with something that's more modern based, but that's all the more reason I want to see it. I want to see how a character like Judy or Nick would react to seeing someone use real magic in front of them. There would have to be some suspension of disbelief, like Judy allowing Sora, a civilian with no links to anything involved in the case at all, help her in a police investigation, and a boss fight would be hard to pull off. Seriously, how would you do a fight against Bellwether? Pull an Eggman and Sonic Heroes?
Don't get too excited, boys! Those were the easy ones!
Regardless, I still really want to see this world happen. I didn't say all of these would be based on movies. But if we want to be pedantic about it, there is a Haunted Mansion movie, but we need Eddie Murphy in Kingdom Hearts like we need Eddie Murphy in anything. That's not to say they couldn't include some elements of the movie. My idea is the world would be based more on the actual ride, but some characters from the movie would appear, like Emma and Ezra, and especially Ramsley. The story that I think would be a good one would be the ghosts are happy where they are, but there are Heartless appearing all over and they're disturbing the ghosts, and even causing some of them to disappear. Sora, Donald, and Goofy would have to brave the mansion to find the source of the Heartless, which would of course be Ramsley. They could have it where he made a deal with the other Disney villains to release him from the mansion in exchange for the other ghosts, and being able to turn the Heartless into more ghostly forms so they can't be destroyed anymore. For boss fights, one against Ramsley would have the potential to be really fun, but I really want to see a fight against Constance Hatchaway, the Black Widow ghost from the attic. Think about it, she's a deranged killer, and if she saw some human enter her domain, all she'd want to do is kill him. It's not like Kingdom Hearts hasn't had multiple bosses in the same world before, and Constance would be a perfect candidate for one. And how fun do you think it would be to be able to explore the mansion instead of being moved along on the Doom buggies? Or heck, maybe just have them go on the Doom buggies, that'd be cool. They're already incorporating the Disneyland rides into Kingdom Hearts 3, so why not make a world or two based around them too? You know what, screw the bill this time. Treasure Planet. I so want to see a Treasure Planet world. If we were going solely on how much I love the movie in question and we still were including Star Wars, this would be number one. Treasure Planet has so many amazing looking locations for backgrounds, and a lot of great potential interactions with the characters. The story could possibly be that the Heartless have been attacking Amelia's ship ever since they went to look for Flint's treasure. And at the end, when they've set off the trap, it's revealed that Flint used the Heartless, and his trap would not only destroy the planet, but release tons of Heartless. And the final part of the world would be fending off the Heartless, or possibly a Solar Surfer minigame. Boss fights? How about one against Scroob? He's the only one I think would be worthy enough. A fight against Silver would contradict the movie, one against Flint would just be nonsensical, so why not have it be the only clear-cut villain in the movie? Or maybe just don't have a boss fight at all and just have the last part be an escape mission like in the movie. Come on, Disney. You can't ignore this world forever. You kept it from happening for so long, and now you pretend it doesn't exist anymore. It's high time to give this movie its due. So, what could possibly be more worthy of a Kingdom Hearts world in my eyes than some of their biggest moneymakers in recent years, some of Pixar's most popular movies ever, and one of the most popular Disneyland attractions? The one that's already set in a video game. I'm so upset they haven't done this one yet. There's so much potential here. For one, it's already set in a video game, and there's so many potential meta jokes they could make with that. Like have Sora or Donald say something like, "Who'd want to play a video game about us?" Or have them complain about not being able to control their own actions or something. The story would probably just be the plot of the movie, but with Heartless. I'm fearing they would probably have the Cybugs eat the Heartless and start to become Heartless themselves. There's already plenty of fan art of that. A final boss fight against Cybug King Candy would be nothing short of awesome. Show of hands, who else would love nothing more than to beat the ever-loving shit out of him for all he's done? Some other potential things that could come from a WreckIt Ralph world would be minigames that wouldn't feel out of place and could actually be fun. Who hasn't watched the movie and wanted to play the Customize the Cart minigame? Or a racing minigame with Vanellope? Why not have a thing where we get to play Ralph's game but with Sora instead? There's so much potential here and I just really want to see this happen. Please, Disney, make it happen. Don't let the only video game that has WreckIt Ralph in it be the actual WreckIt Ralph video game. Ralph deserves better. I'm Kamen Rider Leo, and just watch as Square delays Kingdom Hearts 3 again.